Hello everyone, I am Dr. Ketan Veera, Director of Pillai HOC Institute of Management Studies and Research, which is a management college, B school, business school in Mumbai, in Raigad district, close to Mumbai. My PhD is into medical tourism, which includes an empirical study of international medical tourism in Mumbai and its role in foreign exchange earnings. I've authored a book also on medical tourism and wellness in India, which is just the introductory part of my PhD thesis, not the entire thesis. This book is very basic for those who are beginners in medical tourism. So I'll quickly today explain you in brief that how medical tourism and wellness in India works, how it is going to grow, and what is the potential. Now, if you look at India is one of the emerging market for medical tourism, primarily for three major reasons. Number one, especially the metros like Mumbai, Delhi, that is Gurgaon and other areas, we have best of the state of art infrastructure, a big pool of qualified doctors in different specializations. We have all the modern equipments which are basically required for major surgeries as well as both preventive and curative surgeries. Apart from this, India also has a strength in terms of Ayush, that is AYUSH. Apart from a regular medical treatment, we have Ayurveda, we have yoga, we have Unani, we have Siddha, we have homeopathy. So there's a big bucket of different types of medical tourism in India. M visas are made easy so that definitely it becomes easier for the entire global tourists to come to India and uh, explore the entire medical tourism. Now, there are multiple types of medical tourism. I'll be focusing on few of it. Wellness. Wellness is playing very important role post COVID. And this is basically because of mental health issues which people are facing, especially in Gen Z, which is some way or the other settled with the help of yoga and meditation. It is observed that after following International Yoga Day, India has been successful in promoting yoga with a very good results globally. And a lot of people do come to yoga centers from across the world for the wellness, which some way or the other helps them to address the mental health issues. Dental treatment, which is considered to be quite expensive in the rest of the part of the world, is not only affordable, but it is of the high quality. To give you a few examples, during my PhD studies, when I visited a few of the dentists, and I was asking them how frequently do you upgrade your dental chair on which the surgeries and other treatment is carried out, and I was surprised to know that it get changed every 3 to 4 years, which is very uh, expensive, and it's definitely upgradation which people do. Apart from this, we have been also successful in getting tourists for cosmetic and reproductive. IVF has been, and surrogacy has also been one of few of the major attraction for Indian tourists. And we have a very strong laws for surrogacy, which has some way or the other helped India to help the tourist to legally follow the process. Coming to the next important thing, the most maximum tourists which we do see from across the world have been for a dental treatment. Definitely, many of them I have seen that they have been to Mumbai and other parts of the country, and in the entire process, they do carry out the dental treatment if it is not on urgency basis. The reason for it is quite obvious. We have a dentist who can speak a globally widely used language of English. There is very less time or a queuing time for them. The standards maintained are very high. And even there are alternatives for a dental treatment apart from a regular medicine is Ayurveda. Now the cosmetic surgery also is gaining a lot of uh, mileage across the world. Again, not only merely in terms of cost effectiveness, but the hospitals are well accredited. and the procedures and privacy which is maintained is very high. So some way or the other, we have seen the facelifts are working very well, tummy tucks and liposuctions are working well, and this some way or the other also has been a very interesting area to attract. The Botox is widely used by many of the tourists to come for their uh, what you say cosmetic surgeries. Now, some way or the other, there are certain concerns because very clearly one has to test before going through a cosmetic surgery. But however, apart from the regular treatment, it is done on the trial basis so that definitely the patient or the tourist who has come for the cosmetic surgery will not face the consequences later on. So very clearly, many a time it so happens that the people, those who come for cosmetic surgery, may have to wait for a longer period to see to it that it does not have any adverse effect or a side effect. Reproductive tourism, as I mentioned, IVF, we have a lot of advanced technology for us. Again, the waiting time is less, and availability of donors and surrogates are also very high in India. Now, what makes India a very good destination for medical tourism? It includes healthcare providers. We have travel agents. We have medical tourism facilitators, a lot of accommodation. If you look at in Mumbai, Delhi, and other major metros, you will get a lot of five-star hotels and three-star hotels in and around hospitals, which some way or the other creates a good reason for foreign tourists to visit. Apart from this, increasing infrastructure and increase in the number of airports and increase in the number of entire air traffic or the people visiting India has increased in general and particularly also for a medical tourism. Not only merely the increase in the number of airports, but airport connected to hospital also has been a biggest advantage in India for the tourists to get their treatment. Cultural experience, generally when we talk about a medical tourism and it is more in terms of preventive and other thing, they can also have an advantage of seeing the other aspects of tourism. The one of the world's leading agency, JCI, is an accrediting body, and many of the hospitals are not only accredited by a national accrediting agencies but also by an international agencies. uh, so very clearly, if you look at the medical tourism in India, we can say there is a quality very well, which is proven by accreditation. I just now mentioned that we stand 10th on the medical tourism index, which is basically taken on 4 dimensions, and one of the dimension is quality, country security, country safety, quality. At the same time, there's a lot of provision for health insurances, and very clearly, the technology also plays a very important role, which definitely makes India a very good destination for medical tourism. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Really, thank you. There's so much that needs to be discovered, and I'm really appreciative of you being here with us. And as I did, have reviewed, man, we were really deeply entrenched in medical tourism. We had some contacts that we were working with. The Eye Institute, we cultivated some relationship with there. We were there. We were in Kerala quite a bit because they were entrenched in diabetic research. And in Mumbai, there were a couple of organizations that had some memberships through American hospitals. And so, and when you think about people traveling abroad to discover treatments and solutions for illnesses, and I don't know, I mean, here our candidate, or our also participant, Alan Roberts here, amazing fellow. We were so happy to have him. We met him yesterday, and you would never know it, but he's blind. And so, I mean, what an amazing story. And he still continues to cultivate, develop, And I'm excited about the potential for us working together to do some incredible things in terms of travel. And we know all the great hotels, of course, Trident Hotel. There's what hotel was
Taj.
Taj Hotel series families. But I
Yeah.
mean, the travel for intermediate Americans who need treatment or can't get answers to any kind of the ailments that can plague the typical patient. And so we're thankful that you're here today with us. And we're excited about the prospect of working with you. We have an upcoming men's conference, and we're excited about the prospect of you participating and being a part of it and trying to see what that can lead into. Mhm.
Surely, my honor, sir, my honor.
Now I know you have to leave. How much time do we have?
Mhm.
Yeah, so 2 minutes more. So this is
Okay.
my book, which is available also on Amazon.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a
Can you
very
finish?
basic book for the people, those who are beginners. So this is one thing. At the same time, my thesis, PhD thesis are also available online. I'll send you the handle of my thesis. So you
Okay.
can go through my thesis also.
Okay. Very good.
Very
Very
good.
good.
Alan, do you have a quick question before we lose Dr.
Doctor.
Ketan?
I know medical stuff is way beyond my level.
Okay, I understand. You're the recipient, but it's okay. But the questions that now, have you had the privilege of doing any consultations with the American doctors, American institutes or hospitals here?
No, no. On the contrary, I met a lot of American tourists, those who had come for medical treatment during my research work.
Okay, okay. All right, all right.
Oh yeah, that's the we met with the Asian American Heart Association
Yeah,
in Bandra.
that's right. That's
That's
right.
what we did.
Mhm.
Yes,
Actually, we made a
yes.
lot of they
Yeah.
took us on a lot of tours to
Uh,
a lot of hospitals, and they are really comparable to the US.
Asian heart,
The Asian
yeah,
Heart. Yes.
yeah. We
Asian
were
heart.
in Bandra because that's where the Asian Heart
And we
Exactly,
Facility.
stayed
near
at the
BKC.
Trident
Near
Hotel.
BKC.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Even
Yeah.
if you are aware of Safi Hospital in Mumbai,
No.
No, 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 no.
Safi Hospital is one hospital which attracts a lot of tourists from Middle East and other parts of the.
Yeah.
And to my surprise, when I was doing my research, even some mid-sized hospitals, small-sized hospitals were also able to attract a lot of foreign tourists. For example, one of the hospital in Chembur itself had more than 30 nationalites as their patients.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Chembur is very popular for Air and B. Americans love Chembur because of the greenery and the
Yes.
great old houses that are great hosts. And I was told that you get meals and everything is so beautiful in Chembur. So Chembur has actually become an American favorite where it comes to Air and B.
There's a reason. There's
Yeah,
another reason for also. There's another reason also. A lot of local Chembur people are working abroad in US, UK, and other parts. So very clearly, it becomes a good connect between the people of Chembur staying abroad, working abroad,
yes.
and definitely that is a also one of the reason for a connect.
Yes, and
Very good.
Indians are very hospitable. So tourism comes naturally to Indians.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure.
So
We
all right.
believe in
So
what is called Atiti Deva Bhava. Guests are worshipped as God.
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay.
yes, we heard that in that horrible
Yes.
movie about the Taj
Right.
terrorism attack. We heard that quotation a lot.
Well,
Uh,
now we expect to travel and be visiting there, and we'll make sure that you're on our list to visit, consult with, and determine what our stage of business interactions might be. And I mean, and perhaps, do you find yourself in America sometime?
I've not been there.
Is that right? Well, there's a reason for you to get your visa and details in order so that you
Surely, surely,
should come and
surely.
speak at some occasions or
yeah.
issues or some kind of presentations like that. Mhm,
Surely. My
mhm.
honor, sir. My
Yeah,
honor, sir.
very good, very good. So great meeting you, Dr.
Yes.
Kitan. And we look forward to spending time with you and cultivating some synergies that could benefit our endeavors with, because more and more, I mean, occasionally there are people who travel and they find themselves with an urgent need. But of course, when people would engage a particular issue and initiative, that's great too, because you wouldn't believe this, but I would gather to say that at least 5 out of 25 of the top physicians in America are South Asian. 5 of the top 25 in any hospital facility would be South Asian. You know,
Yeah,
Oh, great.
all
yeah,
over the
Great.
world.
all
Lot of
over.
Indian doctors, a lot of Indian doctors also. In fact, I don't know to what extent it is true, but when President Reagan was operated, one of the doctor was Indian, it
Yeah,
seems.
I believe that. I believe that. You know, and so which means that we really have to engage the future prospects for the doctors and hospital facilities and considerations. Because I mean, I don't know, there must be 100 out of 100, 10% of 1,000 patients have some ailment that typical American doctors can't solve. They can't solve. And so the exploration of consideration could be amazing like that.
One more area where telemedicine,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
telemedicine is
Well,
also
now
going to be.
that's interesting because we took an appointment with an ophthalmologist, and the ophthalmologist was a visiting physician, you know, and that, well, it wasn't international because the physician was in Miami, Florida, and we're in North Carolina, which is about 450 kilometers away. And but the more and more engagements or considerations and discussions that might enhance a patient's health could be considered. So those are platforms that we could talk about and pursue. You know, so I'm excited about that, especially when you think about the overall patient's health, the overall patient's health. I mean, so at the end of the day, everybody wants a painless, optimum health condition. And so how can we experience and improve those factors that way? So, wow. Then amazing, great time. I appreciate your presence here and thank you so much. And please
Thank
look out for our next steps and next discussions. Did you place your email? You have email?
Yeah, I have it.
I have email.
All
Okay.
right. So
Okay.
thank you, Dr. Ketan. You're watching Discover
Thank you.
Brightside. This is a multimedia video podcast. This is Empower Health. This is our 6th year of recording.
Great.
We are asking you to please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to write a comment and get Dr. Ketan's book. It will be available on the Brightside bookstore, and we hope that you will write him a review and invite him to your next event when you host one in America or around the world.
One more thing, you should say that again and describe that. I knew yoga, Ayurvedic, and
He wants you to explain what
Ayush.
Ayush.
Ayush. So
Uh-huh.
these are different forms of medicines in India. One is Ayurveda,
Okay.
which is of Indian origin. Second
Uh-huh.
is yoga. It is a sort of exercise.
Okay.
Then there is Unani, Siddha,
That's
and
new for
homeopathic.
us.
Yeah, I don't know that.
And there is a Ministry of Ayush also.
Okay. And what's the other?
In India, we have a government's Ministry of Ayush, and there are Ayush hospitals also coming up in India.
Really?
Wow,
Okay.
really?
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
And the others?
And on many occasions for terminal disease like cancer, if not fully cured, this Ayurvedic medicine some way or the other have been useful in reducing the pain of the patients.
And the S and Ayush?
Siddha, Siddha, Siddha.
SIDDSH. Okay, I don't know that.
Siddha.
He's going to
Siddha.
now love that new
And what
word.
else? What else is that? Is there an A?
H. What is the H for?
Homeopathic.
Homeopathic.
Okay, I know that. Okay, very good. Yeah, very good.
Excellent.
Mhm.
All right.
We have a Ministry of Ayush also.
Okay.
And this is gaining importance in India.
Okay. Oh, very good.
Very good.
Very good. Awesome.
We're
awesome.
caught up now on the last 10
yes.
years.
Well, not really, but I
So-
mean, there's
And N is Ayush, if you look at it, is yoga. Along with yoga, there is a naturopathy also, which is used.
okay.
Okay.
Naturopathy.
Okay.
Use of herbs and other things.
What
to
is that?
cure as well as to prevent.
I was thinking about herbs because you have such a wide selection of different herbs.
So if you want, I can speak only on Ayush when I come to US.
That'll be fine. I'm sure we can find other things too, but that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
me here. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you,
Very,
thank you.
very well.
Okay, let me stop recording.